city, country, and they were blessed. But what happened? They forgot God's goodness and they started worshipping statues, idols, and God got very angry. So when God does good things for us, when we do bad things, God will teach us a lesson by some punishments. We need punishments, right? When we are in home, when parents ask us to do something and you don't do, what does parents do? They ground us. They give us small little punishment. God also, if we don't listen to him, he will punish us. So God punished Israel people by giving them to Midianites. So Israel people were hiding. They were hiding in holes, in mountains, in caves, in safe places because they were treated very badly by Midianites. So they've been very unkind to God's people, and they were only praying, God, forgive us, O Lord, what this happened. We are once again under the bondage of slavery. You bought us from Egypt and we forgot you. They realized they could not bear the punishment. They were treating very badly. So they started crying to God. Then God, really our God is a very good God. He doesn't keep grudge for a long time. He is not angry forever. He immediately, he heard the cry of people and said, okay, let me deliver my people. They're crying. They're asking me forgiveness. So the God promised. So immediately one day, what happened? Angel appeared. The angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon when he was in the camp. Then he was in the camp waiting. He was guarding the people. He was guarding the people of Israelites when they were hiding in the caves. So what happened? The angel appeared to him and he said, mighty warrior, the Lord is with you. But Gideon did not reply. He was surprised. What is this? God has appeared as in the form of angel and is talking to me. Then he said, Lord is with you. Then he said, if Lord is with us, why this all is happening? Why wonderful things are not happening anymore? Our parents told us our God is a great God who delivered us from Egypt. He gave everything. But now what happened, you see? God has given us into Midianites' hands and we are treated very badly and we are hiding in these caves. But what is this? And the angel answered, no, God is a loving God. He is a compassion God. But you are strong and God has chosen you among all Israelites. And go and he is going to use you to save the Israelites. And the Gideon said, listen, how can this be possible? I am only one person. My family is very weak because he comes from a different tribe called Manasseh. Manasseh, Manasseh. And I am least important in my family. I am very low treated. My tribe is the last tribe from all the Israelite tribes. But how can this happen? But the Lord answered, I will be with you. So you will strike all the men of Midian all at one time. So God, really when God wants to help, he will help us perfectly. And God wants to help when we turn back, when we come to our senses and say, Lord, forgive me, God will forgive us. So he said, I have chosen you, then I want to deliver you into the hands of Midianites. So he will give us victory. So he said, okay, if that is the case, I want to have some proof. I want to have some proof that God is with me. How can this happen? So he is testing God. He is not believing. He is just waiting and asking, and he is talking to the angel and saying, is it true that God is going to help me? Then he said, yes. But you know, Midianites are so many people. There are so many warriors, soldiers in their camp. Then how can I be get the victory. He's testing God. He's not believing that God is almighty, a great God who can do so many things for us, God of impossibilities. So he was telling that how can I do this, and can you show me a small experiment? So I want to know whether really God has going to give me victory. So we also, when God appears to us through dreams, through word, through fellowship, we should simply trust, have a simple faith. God likes simple faith from us. So here Gideon is telling to angel, please wait. I want to do something, and I want to see that. Then he said, okay. So the angel agreed. So he said, wait for one time, I'm going to get a meal. So angel agreed to wait for Gideon. So Gideon went inside, he returned with food and kept it on a nearby rock. And he said, if at all you are from the Lord, how can I believe you that you are from the Lord? You are the angel from the Lord. Then the angel said, okay, I'll touch it with my staff and immediately the food will burn up. And then really the angel touched the food which he kept on the rock, and immediately the food was burnt up. And the angel disappeared. And the Gideon was alone. He was so surprised. When the experiment has been done, he was questioning, he was doubting. But whatever he expected to make his faith to believe, angel has done that. So there he built an altar, and whole day he was praying. Gideon was praying. Then and praying means he was very thankful to God, because God has answered all the prayers of the people who are praying, asking God to deliver, and God really answered his prayer. Later that night, what happened? The Gideon was in the dream. He was in a fast sleep. Gideon got a dream that so much so much of project is there in front of him, because God told that he is chosen him and he want to give the victory over Midianites. So he was waiting for the thinking, planning how to do, because Midianites are so dangerous. In our life also, when we see the problems, we see the enemies, they are very big people, lot of number, so much of number will be in front of them. But you must trust that God is more greater than what we imagine. Our enemies may be very big to our eyes, but when we trust our God and we ask God honestly, sincerely, believing, keeping all our trust on God, God will do. So whole night he was thinking, and the next day what happened? He has to go exactly and then do whatever the angel told, because angel told that he is chosen and he can do. But he wanted to still, because he was a person of faith, but also he is very unfaith, means what to say, untrusting the thing which God appeared. So he's asking God, can you show me a sign? Can you show me one more sign? First experiment is, he told the angel, I'll bring the food, keep it on the rock, without lighting the stove. Can we cook the food? So he said, I'm not going to put the coal or fire or anything, but food must be burnt up. And angel did it. But still he is not able to believe this miracle has happened through the hand of God. He's saying, I want one more experiment. That is, then I will believe that God is working exactly. So he said, I will put a piece of cloth on the ground today, and in the morning, and when it's dark next day, I want to see that wool which should be completely wet by the snow or the dew. In the morning's dew, it should all fill up, because that was nice summer. In summer we don't get snow, right? So he's asking impossible thing. If God can do, then I will believe. Then God said, okay, that will happen. So he put a dry cloth on a dry ground and nothing was around it, and he would know if at all the God will make next day the completely wet, the water